the Irwin Tools Cup Series Season 1, the inaugural season. This is Race 5 and at the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis. We have 36 drivers here ready to take on this, I think, 2-mile oval that was built almost more than 100 years ago, and it'll feature 10 laps or more around this speedway. And you can see these drivers are going to be ready, and we're going to see who can punch their ticket in the chase. So we're going to take a look at your starting lineup for the Brickyard 400. Then here we go. Row 1, Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano make up the first row. Now with Kyle Busch, the 2015 Brickyard winner, and Carl Edwards. We have Jimmie Johnson, who's won 4 times at the Brickyard 400, and Kurt Busch still looking for his first. And then we have Brad Keselowski and Chase Elliott, who is in the 24 car that's won here 5 times. And then with Tony Stewart, who's won the Brickyard a couple times, and Matt Kenseth looking for his first. Then we have Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., who would like to write their name in the history books. After them, we have Ryan Newman, the 2013 winner, and Casey Kane still looking for his. And then we have 2 young guns here, Trevor Bayne and Ryan Blaney, hoping to do good. Shortly after them, we have Ricky Stenhouse and Paul Menard, the upset 2011 Brickyard winner. And then we have the 2010 winner, Jamie McMurray, and Eric Almirola, hoping to put his name in the history books. After that, we have Denny Hamlin, who's locked into the chase, and Kyle Larson. And then we have AJ Allmendinger and that amazing Sonoma win last week, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Shortly after them, Ty Dillon, who's won in the Xfinity Series, and Danica Patrick, who's had a history at the Indy 500. After them, we have Greg Biffle and Clint Boyer shortly. Casey Mears, who his family has an Indy background, and we have Brian Scott. After that, Regan Smith and Landon Castle make up the next row. They're hoping to get it done. And then we have David Reagan, who is always a threat, and Chris Buescher. And then we have Matt DiBenedetto and Jeffrey Earnhardt rounding out this 36-car field. And that means we are ready to go racing. So here we go. Lap 1 at 10. Green flag is in the air for the Brickyard 400. The cars sail through turn 1. Kevin Harvick gets a lead. He's starting to go as Kyle Busch right behind him. He's giving him a little bit of a push. And you can see Harvick now. He gains down the backstretch. But Logano is not leaving him. Logano might get a run, and he is. He goes right around on the outside. Logano clears Harvick. Joey Logano is going to lead here at the Brickyard, and he is hoping to get his first. Lap 2 at 10 now. Kyle Busch trying to go on Kevin Harvick. Harvick makes a block, and you can see 3 wide back there. Tony Stewart is making some ground. He's looking to win his last Brickyard 400 as he wants to go out here for technically his home race. Joey Logano now continues to lead, but Harvick's right behind him. He could always pounce. Kyle Busch behind him. Here we go. They're sailing into the front stretch among the sellout crowd. Kevin Harvick makes his move. Harvick to the lead. Logano, he's going to fall to 3rd, and Jimmie Johnson's now on pressure. He falls to 4th. Logano falls back just by that move, and Kevin Harvick takes the lead. And now Logano's back to 5th as Tony Stewart is challenging back there. Harvick takes the lead. Kyle Busch now in 2nd. And he's going to see if he has something for Kevin Harvick. As now we enter the next lap, and Harvick he is doing well. And Tony Stewart now up to the 4th spot. Tony Stewart, and he is gaining 3rd place. Tony Stewart. Look at him go as Tony Stewart. He might have something for Kyle Busch in a minute, as we're going to see Tony Stewart could really get this done and lock himself into the chase. Lap 5 at 10. Harvick just absolutely keeping him behind. Kyle Busch has not had a run yet, and Chase Elliott up to 4th. He's making some progress. He might get the win in that turn. And oh no, Kyle Larson hits the wall, and Allmendinger and Dale Jr. takes a hard hit. Oh my goodness. Caution is out. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes a hard hit And Kyle Larson got spun, I think, by Denny Hamlin. And that caused it. Yeah, let's look at this. Denny Hamlin takes him out. Allmendinger gets hit and into Dale Jr. And that's not gonna go well for Dale Jr. as he's one of those guys hoping to get in on points. This is gonna certainly be a big hit for him. And that means Kyle Larson, Dale Jr. Larson's also hoping to make the chase. Those two did not have good qualifying. And AJ Allmendinger came on to pit road for repairs. He will start 34th. His day is pretty much done. He's going to try to get some points, but he's in the chase. That's the best part. So we're going to restart. Lap 5 of 10. Green flag. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch gets a great run. And Johnson goes 3 wide. And oh no, Chase Elliott and Tony Stewart around. Chase Elliott hits the wall and cautions out. Chase Elliott hits the wall hard. And Tony Stewart in his final Brickyard 400 is going to end on the flatbed. Look at this. It appears Johnson went 3 wide. Stewart got into Chase Elliott. And boy, this is just disaster. Chase Elliott, ever since that Daytona, he's crashed 3 of the 4 races. So he has lost a lot of grounded points. This is not going to help. He's pretty much in a must-win to get into the chase. And Tony Stewart, he was close on points. He was hoping to capitalize with Dale Jr.'s bad day, but this is just going to make it worse as 4 contenders are now in the garage. As you can see, not good for them as those 4 are really close. And Joey Logano's on pit road. He got a little bit of a damage, got into Tony Stewart when he turned him into the wall. So Logano's going to get repairs. Sadly, this is going to end his day of winning the Brickyard 400, but he could still make up some points. And remember, like Allmendinger, he is in the chase. So we're going to restart lap 9 of 10. And here we go. Green flag is in the air. Who's going to win it? 2 laps to go. Kyle Busch gets a great restart, and Edwards is right behind him. Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch, this might be another Richmond deal as they're heading back stretch. And oh no, Casey Kane and Ricky Stenhouse hard into the wall, and behind them, Matt DiBenedetto, Chris Buescher, and Jeffrey Earnhardt in the wall. And you can see Logano Allmendinger get by, but Ricky Stenhouse and Casey Kane, oh wow, those 2 were also close on points. They're going to have bad days. And this is just getting crazy here in Indy. We've gotten a wreck fest. So let's look at this. Stenhouse got into Kane, and you can see there. And then behind him trying to check up, Chris Buescher gets to Matt DiBenedetto. Earnhardt has nowhere to go and gets into him. So wow. And that's big. Casey Kane, like I said, his chase hopes take a big hit with this wreck. And then we have AJ Allmendinger as well. Or no, not AJ. Wow, Ricky Stenhouse. It's not AJ Allmendinger. Ricky Stenhouse takes it behind the wall. And you can see now we have 9 cars in the garage. And look at that, 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars. So a terrible day for Hendrick. But they still have Jimmy Johnson, who is in 3rd place. And he might be able to win this race. So we're going to restart in overtime. Lap 11 out of 12. Who's going to get this win? We might have a couple attempts, but here we go. Green flag, lap 11 out of 12. Kyle Busch gets a great restart, and Edwards not the greatest, but Johnson's right behind him. Does Jimmy have something? Here he goes. He's making his move, and Jimmy Johnson takes the lead. And Kyle Busch falls way back. Kevin Harvick into second. Kevin Harvick looking to get his 2nd win and spoil Jimmy Johnson's run at the chase. Here we go. White flag is in the air. Can Kevin Harvick catch Jimmy Johnson? Johnson sails it into turn 1. Johnson has a steady lead right now. He just has to keep it up. Harvick looks like he's gaining a little bit, but Jimmy Johnson's really escalating down that backstretch. Does Harvick have something for him? Johnson has a great momentum into turn 3 and turn 4. Coming to the checkers, or the bricks. Jimmy Johnson wins his 5th Brickyard 400. He locks himself into the chase. We have 5 winners in 5 races. And man, the 48 wins again. And let's look at this pass for the win. Jimmy Johnson goes right by Kyle Busch. Looks like Busch did not get the momentum, and Johnson capitalizes. He wins, and look at this, burning it down for his crew. And here he goes now. He's going to burn it down, and you can see a great celebration. And with that celebration, he also gets to kiss the bricks right there as Jimmy Johnson gets the win. and in a big way. So congrats to Austin S. You have won the Brickyard 400, and Jimmy Johnson will be in the chase this coming or in the next couple weeks. So here we go, finishing results. You can see great runs. Kyle Busch makes a good rebound. You can see Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick still with consistent seasons. Brett Keselowski. How about Ty Dillon up there in 11th? Finally giving that 95 team some momentum. You can see back here like Paul Menard, Jamie McMurray, Almirola haven't had the great seasons. Clint Boyer, but they got it today. Back here, you know, AJ Allmendinger got back up there as he's in the chase, though, so you don't have to worry. And back here, a lot of big names. Chase Elliott, Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson, and Dale Jr., all with big hits in the points. And that's really going to hurt him on this chase grid. So let's look at the chase grid. First thing, 5 races. We have 5 winners. 5 different teams have won. And also, you can see guys like Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards gaining momentum. Keselowski have a good lead. But on that right side, though, you can see that might be the danger zone. Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Martin Truex, and Dale Jr., though, he loses a lot of ground. He's now 15 out. So anyways, thanks for watching. Jimmy Johnson is your winner, and race 6 is going to be postponed a little bit, as I'll talk about that later, but it will be from the Bristol Motor Speedway, so we get some short track action. So yeah, should be exciting in the next couple weeks whenever that comes out. So that's the end of the video, guys. So if you like this video, give it a like. Like me on Facebook, NASCAR Racing Fan, YouTube, NASCAR Thanks News page. Obviously, vote Baja Blast. Stuff's good. Subscribe for more videos, especially the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. And this is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015, signing out from Indianapolis.